I just like the sound of it.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Zombie Ruffian with another cigar review. Today I'll be doing the Estaban Carreras Mr. Brownstone. It has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, an Ecuadorian Habano binder, a Nicaraguan filler, and the country of origin is from Nicaragua. It comes in 3x Atolas. The Speedball is a Robusto in 5x54. The Smack Toro is the 6x52, and the Mainline 60 is the 5x60. So I'll get the dimensions on this one to tell you exactly which one it is, and then I'll get it cut up, lit, and smoked, and give you my review. All right, getting some of the bands off and everything. I don't know if you can see it, but it's nice and oily. Dark chocolate wrapper. So I cut the top. The cap kind of came up a little bit, but it went back down. Right now I'm getting like some pepper on this. A little bit of cocoa. And a little bit of earth. So I'm gonna light it and go on from there. Got it lit up, so right away, let's see. So the first taste that I'm getting out of this with flavors and notes is some cocoa, a little bit of earth, and some pepper on the retro hill. So I'm gonna get into this first third and I'll come back with some more of the review.
I just like the sound of it.
All right, so getting into this first third, the burn is not so even right now, but I mean, it'll self-correct, I'm pretty sure. The main notes that I'm getting from this right now is a nice cocoa. And coffee. Nice cocoa and coffee. On the retro hill, there's not a lot of spice. There's a hint of a little bit of pepper in there. Right now, I'd probably say this is a medium body cigar so far. It's really enjoyable, good smoke output. The draw on this is very good. Enough smoke gets into your mouth so you can taste those flavors. And it's really good. It's a beautiful stick so far.
I just like the sound of it.
So I'm gonna continue smoking, and I'll see you a little bit more in the second third. First third, the coffee has picked up a little bit, so still getting that cocoa and that coffee. Just a small update. I noticed a little bit more that the coffee has came through, so
I just like
a little quick update. I'll come back with the second third. Alright, finishing this first
I
third.
just like the sound.
The burn is still a little bit wonky. I did touch it up like once just to make sure it doesn't, you know, burn on even and stuff. But the ash is holding on good, beautiful ash. So this is a quick update. The flavor is still the same, the cocoa and the coffee mixed together. And I'll come back with the second third. I just started the second third and the ash had just fell. It fell in a nice solid chunk. So the construction on this is really good, and I'm still getting like an excellent mix of the cocoa and the coffee. So I'm gonna continue on and I'll come up with another update.
I just like the sound.
Alright, you guys, with the second third, still getting the same flavors. They're excellent. The coffee and the cocoa mixing together, they complement each other well. One's not overpowering the other one. I'm also getting a little tone of some earth in there, which is faintly in the background, just helps to complement, you know, those two notes that I am getting. Construction is still pretty good. I had to touch it up once or twice, but I still have no complaints with this cigar. It's still burning beautifully, still smoking beautifully, smells great, the aroma is pleasant, smoke output is good. And faint pepper on the retro hell. I'll still say this is still like maybe a medium bodied stick. So I'll continue smoking and I'll come back with some more thoughts. All right, you guys, we're about midway through the second third, and the burn again is still a little bit wonky, but still smoking well. I'll probably have to give it a touch up. Same note, same flavor, still great on all that stuff. Just that small little update. I'll come back again with some more thoughts.
I just like the sound.
Alright, so approaching the final third, I'm starting to get a little tingle on my tongue from a little bit of spice in this. This only happened to me like one other time with another cigar. I can't remember which one it is right now, but also I am getting a little bit of a head rush, so this is probably getting to a full body, but still good. I still enjoy it. So you want to make sure that you definitely probably eat something when you smoke this one. Don't smoke it on an empty stomach. But I'll come back with more thoughts on the final third.
I just like the sound.
Alright, so as soon as I stopped the last little clip, the ash fell off. So again, the construction is good. The ash stays on about like an inch and a half at a time. So I'll come back with another update. Alright, you guys, getting into this final third, the coffee has kind of mellowed out, but there's now definitely a pepper kick. It's not overpowering, it's there, and you could definitely feel it on the tongue, but it's missing with that cocoa still and some of that earth. It's like the cocoa and the cocoa and pepper now are tagging up on this. Still really good flavors, smoking still pretty well. I might come back with one more update before I do my final thoughts on this. Nothing else much I can say. It's been a great stick. I've really enjoyed it so far, so I'm gonna continue smoking just a little bit more before it gets too hot and mushy, and I'll give you the rating.
I just like the sound.
Thank you. Really quick, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Drink the Kool-Aid for You on Instagram. He sent this in for me to review. I really enjoyed it, so thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Alright, you guys, I'm pretty much almost done with this. I might puff it a couple more times, but final thoughts on the Mr. Brownstone by Estaban Carreras. For the look, and curb appeal. I gave it a full point. It came with 4 bands, so obviously they wanted you to see it when you go online or in your B&M. It's a beautiful looking stick, dark chocolate, so I definitely gave it its full point for the way it looks and appearance. For price, it is definitely a pocket-friendly cigar. They're 10 and under, so you could get them between 8 and 9. I did see on a couple of websites that they did have sampler packs with this one included in it that were about $19.95, I believe, and you get like 3 other cigars with it. So if you research that, you could probably find those and definitely try these. So for price, definitely gets a point. For construction, obviously I had to touch it up a couple times, but I'm not really gonna ding it for that because it could have been, because it's kind of windy out here, so the wind could have been catching it and you know, making it burn a little bit uneven. But the ash held on at least through each third, so, and it fell in a nice solid chunk. So the construction on this obviously is very decent, but I'm gonna give it a half a point just because I did have to touch it up. As far as complexity, there was a few notes in here, nothing too serious. There wasn't too many changes. There was a few, but the coffee, cocoa, earth, and the little bit of pepper on the retro hell were the main points in the cigar. So there wasn't a lot of complexity, so I'm gonna give it a half a point for that. Overall experience, I enjoyed it. I'll definitely get more, especially considering that they're pocket friendly. It is medium to full bodied, so make sure you definitely eat something. I did get a little bit of a head rush, and it definitely bites your tongue a little bit. So on that, I'm gonna give it a half a point due to also, you know, the construction, having to touch it up a little bit. So overall it gets 3.5, which is very good. It's average and above average. If you can, go check them out. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more reviews. Thank you again for sending this in, and thank you for watching and rocking with me. See you on the next one.